It's Air Farce New Year's Eve 2019. Starring Don Ferguson, Luba Goy, Craig Lauzon, Jessica Holmes, Darryl Hinds, Isabel, Kanaan, and Chris Wilson. It's Air Farce New Year's Eve, the final show.
This is the 2019 News Timeline with Franklin W. Armstrong.
This is our last show, and don't tell Craig Lauzon, but I'm so not going to miss his voiceover. Good evening. Top story of 2019, Canadians go to the polls. Their choices, Trudeau, Scheer, Singh, May, Bernier, and Blanchet. One thing missing, someone we actually want. Overcoming the SNC-Lavalin fallout, former Minister of Justice and Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould was re-elected in the riding of Vancouver-Granville. She ran a campaign based on honor and integrity, which explains why she's an independent and not a Liberal. House of Commons is offering MPs who lost their seat in the election up to $15,000 for career help. And who said crime doesn't pay? The election left the country more divided than ever, but across the political spectrum, there was one issue all Canadians agreed upon. Maxime Bernier is a wanker. With his minority mandate, Justin Trudeau swore in his new ministers. Like last time, the cabinet is gender balanced. Let's hope this time it's also scandal balanced. On December 5th, Parliament reopened. Then on December 13th, they adjourned for a 6-week holiday. Jagmeet Singh is spending time with family. Andrew Scheer is checking out public schools for his kids. And Justin Trudeau is burning all his old yearbooks. As 2019 winds down, the Prime Minister sends off the year in the only way he knows how, by apologizing.
I spent 3 years apologizing to you. If you need more, I can do that for you. And if you thought I said sorry a lot back then, just watch me now. I'm sorry for Jagmeet Singh, his NDP's to left wing. I'm sorry about Andrew Scheer, wish they both disappear. Sorry for Bernier's Twitter's thumbs need a babysitter. Sorry for my campaign boast, electoral reform now toast, yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to all of you, so sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't stop saying sorry. Maybe I cried too much. Maybe I'm not like my dad. Maybe I photobombed shirtless for the last time, yeah. Maybe I keep raising the dead. Maybe Dad's ghost is behind me. Maybe my favorite dance move is flossing. Sorry for the spinning view. I think I'm gonna spew. Sorry, not sorry for Cardi B. She's about to rap over me. Oh,
not too long ago, I thought you were a scholar, but you can't even raise a Canadian dollar. Now you're at the whole country ain't into ya, cause you dress like a fool in India. You always thought you were good enough. You didn't know that this job was tough. So who you gonna call Cardi? Bet ya I can run the Liberal Party. I'll close the wage gap so we'll be equal. Nicki Minaj is not for all people. You're sorry, stop. Your vanity you should drop. I don't really want a prime minister who's handsome. When his hair gets messy, he throws a tantrum. We need a leader who's adept and keen, or we'll just go back to the queen.
I'm sorry for my father's cape, it's worse than those who vape. Sorry for the senators, extinct like dinosaurs. So sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I just can't stop apologizing. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for saying sorry.
New Democrats lost 17 seats in the federal election, but due to the Liberal minority, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh now has Justin Trudeau by his caucus. Mr. Singh joins me from his Burnaby riding.
Hello, Franklin. It's great to have someone pay attention to me. Oh, by the way, this is the Millie Rock. The kids are doing it nowadays. See, I'm cool.
During the election, you engaged voters through social media.
Yeah, I really broke through with my TikTok video.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
Mr. Singh, are you disappointed that the Liberals didn't form a coalition government with the NDP?
Oh, not at all. I just formed a stronger coalition with my bestie, Aquaman.
Nice gills. Do you believe the Prime Minister will work with your party?
Yeah, I am confident he will. Together we can pass universal pharmacare, ensuring prescription drug coverage for Canadians.
Does the NDP plan cover all drugs?
Yes, even this newly approved one. Privilege be gone. The neuroblockers prevent Trudeau from applying brownface again. Oh, dab.
Thanks to the Bloc Québécois, your party lost all but one seat in Quebec. The only orange wave the NDP encountered was this. Bye-bye.
Yeah, just like Liberal voters in the West.
During the election, the NDP faced significant financial challenges.
We did. Instead of a plane, I had to cross the country by scooter. However, to raise funds, I'm releasing a new TikTok video.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope.
Will this financially save the NDP?
Absolutely, but I also have a solid backup plan.
Online donation?
Uber Eats. Gotta go.
Thank you, Mr. Singh.
Thanks.
On the first day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me
a sleeper hole just for you.
Got 11 more of these.
That's good.
On the second day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me
Two nibble
That's gonna leave a mark.
and a sleeper hole for you. Get up. You know, maybe we should just go to the end because Christmas will be gone by the time we get through the song, and it's so much fun, okay? So get Granny up and here we go. We'll just start at 12.
On the 12th day of Christmas, Roddy Piper gave to me
12 headlocks, 11 kidney shots, 10 headbutts. Just relax. 9 elbow smashes, 8 uppercuts, 7 low blows, 6 clotheslines, 5 bagpipes blaring, 4 eye pokes, 3 chair shots, 2 nipple twisties, and a sleeper hole just for you.
After 46 years, this is Royal Canadian Air Farce's final show on CBC.
What?
Tonight, we're looking back at 2019, as well as some of our favorite sketches.
We're sad to go because it's been so much fun. However, the farce will live on as we're here at the grand opening of the Royal Canadian Air Farce Museum.
Sponsored by Bagley's Funeral Home.
Bagley's, we never let you down until it's time.
We're now standing in the Air Farce Character Hall of Fame, home to Brenda the Bingo Lady, Jimmy and Seamus O'Toole, and fan favorite Jock McBile.
Hey, Marty. How do I look?
Oh, you look great.
What time is it?
It's 11:35.
Oh my God, we're gonna be late for the party. Call a cab.
I'll just Uber one.
No way. Do you remember last time we got Uber? The guy was a total creep.
Okay, just because he wasn't wearing pants doesn't mean he was a creep, necessarily. Okay, see, this is one of the reasons why I love Uber. Its GPS lets me see where the cab is in real time.
The problem is most of these people don't have insurance.
I'm sure he has insurance.
I hope so. He just ran over the Google Map guy.
Okay, no problem. I will just get Uber ambulance. Bam.
Well, he better hurry, because I cannot miss Ryan Seacrest's Countdown to Midnight in front of my casual work friends.
Well, no, it's not a problem. See, Uber says he's like a minute away.
Is that him?
Are you Marty? Get in. I'm your Uber driver.
How exciting! One of those electric cars.
Hold on, I don't know about this guy.
According to my calculations, once I get this baby up to 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious Ubering.
I think I'll just call a cab.
Quick, get in before the Libyan nationalists find me.
Don't be so lame, Marty.
Lorraine!
Fingers and toes. See you in the future.
Look at me! I'm being fun!
I hope you like going fast.
Okay. Marty, you're not gonna believe this. I've been to the future.
Tell me, what's it like? Oh, what was that for?
You'll figure it out.
Don't slam the door.
There's more after the break. January, Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou awaits extradition to U.S. in British Columbia. Her bail is set at $10 million, the same price as the average Vancouver condo. February, singer Adam Levine strips his top off during Super Bowl performance. If he really wants to show off his manliness, he should go shirtless at the Grey Cup. March, celebrity college admission scandal rocks U.S. Authorities knew something was up when Harvard University accepted Kendall Jenner. April, Ontario Premier Doug Ford cancels a green initiative aimed at planting 50 million trees. He also releases new Ontario license plate with the slogan, "A place to grow, unless you're a tree."
And now, a message from the new White House press secretary.
Welcome, everybody. Is it just me, or is this administration getting crazier out there? You might be asking, what are my qualifications for this job? Well, I'm a white male. Say no more. Before we start, when you ask me a question, can you address me as Joker?
Joker? What is with your face paint?
Leftover makeup from Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Next question.
What is the president's response to the impeachment trial?
That question will be answered as soon as POTUS talks with Sean Hannity.
Is there any progress on the building of the wall?
The president just finished building it. Around Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her squad.
Regards to Sharpiegate, does the president still stand by his claim that Alabama was in the path of Hurricane Dorian?
Of course. The president proved it when he unveiled his official Hurricane Dorian could definitely hit Alabama any minute now weather map. Here's another moment from 2019 that the president and his Sharpie proved to be a great success. The reception he received at the World Series was the greatest ever. Period.
What does President Trump see as his greatest accomplishment of 2019?
Well, by far, it was the president's historic meeting with North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un in the demilitarized zone.
Are they planning for another summit in 2020?
Oh, the president's already sent the North Korean leader an invite to attend a high-level meeting in a secret location.
Given the high turnover rate in this administration, are you concerned about being fired?
Well, my mother always told me to smile and put on a happy face. So if this doesn't work out, I already have a new job lined up.
Where?
Where all the clowns in America end up. Fox News!
First, we introduced Tim Hortons dark roast coffee. And here's what Canadians had to say about it.
This coffee tastes like it's already gone through my body.
Well, Canada, we heard you. We're introducing the new Tim Hortons extremely dark roast coffee. We take 100% Arabica beans and get our employees to scream their darkest thoughts into it.
I looked directly into that eclipse.
If roam like home is $10 a day, then I'm not really roaming like home, am I? Am I?
It's so popular that now all Canadians unleash their anger right into the brew.
Canada has a race problem we refuse to talk about!
My father never told me he loved me. Every store I love gets bought and turned into a shopper's drug mart.
There is no emoji for how I feel inside.
My kids pretend to love me to get close to my iPad.
We serve it up fresh so you can enjoy the full-bodied flavor of those rich, dark cries for help.
All the baby boomers need to die or I'll never be able to buy a house.
New Tim Hortons extremely dark roast coffee. It's always dark roasted before the dawn.
FaceTiming with the Royals.
Down, boy, down. Don't you dare lift your leg. Bad Andrew.
Hello, Royal Grandmama.
Ooh, him. Megan, my dear. How's your regal bundle of joy?
Harry will forever be my marvelous marmalade melon man.
I was talking about my great-grandson, Archie. How's life, dear?
Besides being filthy rich, living in luxury, and married to a prince just awful, the paparazzi won't give me a moment of peace.
Megan, over here. Megan, smile. Give us a smile.
I'm a duchess. And I love you. Harry and I have absolutely no privacy. That's why we want to move to the U.S.
Don't be foolish. If you want to live in total obscurity as a celebrity, move to Canada.
Lizzie, what's your hot take on Brexit?
Now, Megan. A queen's duty is to the people, so one must put her personal feelings aside. But between you and me, it's a right royal pain in my rump. Oh, which reminds me, I need to give Boris Johnson a ring-a-ding-ding.
I hope that's a phone call. Gotta go, Liz. I must pick up Archie from his baby polo lesson. Toodles!
Him.
Your Majesty! Oh, you've caught me completely unprepared.
Just like your Brexit strategy.
Oh, my queen, your radiance is second to none. Is that a new crown?
Oh, put a cork in it, Boris. I found this whole election business rather unnecessary.
Unnecessary? I didn't want an election. We should have left the bloody EU months ago. This whole country is a load of...
Oh, look at their little legs moving around like furry wieners.
With your scepter sideways!
You commoners always get your knickers in a knot. You knew Brexit wouldn't be an easy sell.
Let me tell you, you may think I'm being pig-headed, but you have no idea how much I've wallowed in this slop.
Look at you, Boris Johnson. Your bacon is fried. Oh, Andrew, come look at the furry little wieners.
From the creators of La La Land comes an exciting Canadian musical.
Mia, I actually have something to tell you. I'm Canadian.
Oh, Canada.
What's wrong with being Canadian?
The sun has almost set, and I surely would have bet that you were as American as pie. Now I shouldn't cast by type, but you're overly polite.
Sorry.
If you think that toque looks good, you must be high.
Hey.
I dig a skinny tie, but what a waste of a lovely guy.
My turn. You say you live the dream, but lately don't it seem that it's only for the upper 1%?
And white.
You think you're having fun, but I bet you have a gun, 'cause you live in constant fear of getting shot.
Second Amendment.
Too bad about your locale, what a waste of a lovely gal. The Canadian free, and we accept refugees.
Now I'm starting to get excited.
Is that so?
To see a country that's so united.
Including Quebec.
So shall we go?
All right.
Let's hop on the very next flight.
Welcome to Canada.
We're a little bit unique with the languages we speak.
Bonjour.
Sometimes we spell words with extra U's.
Flower?
We get our healthcare free leave for maternity.
A whole year?
You even get to cheer Her Majesty.
Canada's the best. Forget about the rest. Give me the citizenship test. I want to be Canadian. And frankly, I'm feeling something.
Is that so?
Yes, it's definitely something.
I feel your glow.
So you agree?
I do.
Wait, are you proposing to me?
Yeah.
Then let's celebrate through dance.
It's a great country, but you really have to watch out for the black ice.
Coming up, more classic air farce. May. British Prime Minister Theresa May resigns so she can now pursue her new career on Dancing with the Stars. June, after Raptors win NBA championship, Kawhi Leonard signs with LA Clippers. The ex-Raptor will miss Toronto, especially his candlelit dinners with Drake. July, controversial phone call between President Trump and President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Ukrainian leader also made headlines this year by wowing audiences with his hands-off piano playing. You should see how he plays the harp. August, repairs continue to the grounded fleet of 737 MAX airplanes. To guarantee the planes are fixed properly, Boeing brought in expert handyman Red Green and his duct tape. Swedish teenager, environmental activist, and ABBA superfan Greta Thunberg made climate change waves this year. For more, we join her on her journey home.
Ahoy and welcome aboard. This mighty vessel is powered by 100% clean energy. Check it out. Clean energy speed!
Clean energy speed!
In August, I sailed across the ocean to raise awareness about climate change. At the UN, my catchphrase, "How dare you," really resonated with people. Then I traveled to Canada and told Justin Trudeau he's not doing enough to save the planet. But all Justin wanted to know was if I could braid his hair. I also spoke at rallies in Montreal, Vancouver, and Edmonton. I encountered much resistance in Alberta. A mural of me in Edmonton was defaced. It was vandalized by a derogatory French insult. I was shocked. I didn't know anybody in Alberta could write in French. Another highlight from my trip was visiting Los Angeles and meeting Leo, Ellen, and a giant mussel. But my biggest thrill was meeting Sweden's most famous actor. He makes my heart go borky porky pork. I admit I'm getting a little tired of making speeches, so I found another way to get my message across. I am the climate queen, young and sweet, only 16. You will die, don't deny, take the last breath of your life. Ooh, 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 see this girl, watch this speed. of time. At this speed, I'll never get back to Sweden in time for the IKEA sale. Excuse me. IKEA speed!
IKEA speed!
Hi, I'm Duncan McHugh. Welcome to Cross Country Checkup, the show that provides information for our listeners that they could easily get through a Google search. Today's question, how has marijuana legalization affected Canadians? Joining me is President for a Marijuana-Free Canada, Ms. Prudence DuPont.
Hello, Mr. McHugh.
Well, let's go to the phones. Our first caller is Tommy from Edmonton.
Oh, hey, man. Long-time listener, first time.
Caller?
No, I'm a listener, man. I smoked weed my whole life, and I'm still a productive member of society. You can just ask my parole officer.
You see, Duncan, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, lady, you sound like a total narc, man.
How rude. Young man, if you were here, I'd serve you some proper etiquette.
Oh, cool. I love edibles. I'll be right over.
Oh, but we're in Toronto. Tommy?
Duncan, this sinister narcotic completely distorts a person's sense of reality.
Oh, that's odd.
Hey, man, long-time listener, first-time visitor.
Please join us, Tommy.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, far out, man. Front row seats.
Tommy, what do you feel is the greatest benefit with marijuana legalization?
Well, keeping marijuana out of the hands of organized crime.
You mean the mafia?
No, I mean the RCMP.
Well, let's take another call from Carol in Dartmouth.
My doctor said marijuana will help with chronic pain. Is that true?
Totally got this one, Duncan. Carol, evidence suggests that marijuana successfully inhibits the transmission of pain.
Balderdash, do you have any scientific proof to back that claim?
Well, I'm listening to you right now. And I don't feel anything.
Last caller, Joan in Brandon.
Hi, I've never tried weed before. What's the best way to smoke it?
Well, you can't go wrong with a bong.
Yeah.
And they're so easy to make, man. You know, I can make one out of this microphone.
Oh, you know what, Thomas? I find that, like everything you say, hard to believe.
Ta-da! Oh.
That's already.
Oh, it's loaded.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, get it out of here! The devil's lettuce! Never! 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 That smells like my parents' incense growing up. My parents smoked weed. That explains why I was raised in a hippie commune and why my middle name is Sunbeam. My whole life is a lie. Oh, screw it. Pass me that bong. I see the northern lights.
Where?
Look in my arms.
Good evening. I'm Alberta Premier Jason Kenney. There is a serious issue all Albertans are wrestling with, and I don't mean wearing chaps to the Calgary Stampede. I'm talking about the Alberta separatist movement called Wexit. I want to make it absolutely clear, I am 100% against Alberta separating. But if Wexit did happen... I'd be president and say, welcome to Alberta, where our motto is, the equalization payments are a-flushing and the pipelines are a-gushing. But separation is never going to happen. Landlocking ourselves is not a viable solution to exporting oil or beef to the coast. Because if we had to, all cattle would be exported by big trucks, monster cow trucks, driven by monster cows. And to pay for it, we'd get rid of the Canadian pension plan. Instead, I'd create our own Alberta pension plan and fund it with Kenny Cash. Friends, Alberta's economy is hurting, and we need a fair deal. Albertans understand something. You gotta spend money to make money. Yet people are upset that I spent taxpayers' dollars for premiers to fly out after a Calgary pancake breakfast. To them, I say, in Kennyberta, every day is pancake day. But instead of syrup, we'll use oil. And then for dessert, we'll serve up a side of repealed carbon tax pie and wash it down with a big old swig and no GST. And Justin Trudeau, stay away. This is Kennyberta. No immigrants, except maybe Don Cherry. I'm concerned that separation would lead to a breakdown of law and order. We would lose the RCMP, and if that happened, we'll fight crime the Kennyberta way, with our own horse force, with horses riding horses, with horse guns and really cool sunglasses, aviators. So, as you can see, my stance on separation is very clear. Welcome to Kennyberta!
Here at the Air Farce Museum, Air Farce employees are hard at work putting the finishing touches to our exhibits.
As you know, it's our last show.
Ever?
Yeah, it's our last show.
Let's check out what fans can experience when visiting the Royal Canadian Air Farce Museum. Brought to you by our new sponsor,
Stan's discount streaming service, Stanflix. Now streaming all 10 seasons of Stan's favorite show, Game of Stans. This is the Air Farce Museum radio wing. In 1973, I had hair, and Luba was a sweet young thing.
and our beloved Air Farce colleagues, Roger Rabbit, John Morgan, and Dave Broadfoot were with us. Here's a classic clip from our radio days.
It's so romantic, dining by the light of a single candle. You are there, are you?
Of course, darling. Across the table from you. Yes, it is romantic.
Will supper be soon?
I put it in front of you half an hour ago.
Thanks, Gerald.
Who?
Gerald?
My name's Keith.
Keith? Keith?
Hermione?
Beverly Ann. Isn't this apartment 486?
586.
Oh, no. I should be on the floor underneath you.
On the floor under...
I mean, in the apartment downstairs.
I'm sorry I'm the wrong guy.
Yes. I must say, you've been a gentleman, Keith.
I have?
Well, there's been none of that, silly groping under the table.
Well, if it wasn't you, whose need did I have?
Her husband's, and you're damn lucky you're the wrong guy!
What started off as a radio show became a television series 20 years later, and the laughs continued.
Every so often, a fan asks, is there ever going to be an Air Farce reunion? Absolutely, but not on Earth.
Here's a look back at a sketch featuring Roger, John, and moi.
Son, we were worried. Where have you been?
Mother, Father, I'm in love. Well, what's wrong with that?
Get it out of your mind, son. Things like this can happen on a lonely crofter's farm in the windswept Highlands.
Go out and mix with people again.
You've been too long among the sheep.
I'm in love with a human person.
Oh, thank goodness.
Praise be. Which clan is she from, son?
Her name's Mary. Her father is of the Innes clan, her mother's a Buchanan, and her grandsire was a McTavish.
The dreaded Innes Buchanan McTavish clan?
You can't marry her.
Why not?
Because they're the IBMs.
And we are the Macintoshes.
More laughs after the break. September, Hong Kong protests against government extradition bill turned violent. In solidarity, Canada sends over our #1 disruptor, Toronto condo chairwoman. Also in September, Bianca Andreescu defeats American Serena Williams to win the U.S. Open Tennis Championship and become the first Canadian to win a Grand Slam singles title. I don't have a joke here. I just want to say, right on, Bianca! October, President Trump announces that U.S. forces kill ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. A special forces dog helped with the mission.
Our canine, as I call it a dog, a beautiful dog, a talented dog, was injured and brought back.
Good news, he's already up and humping. I'm speaking about the dog. November, Canadian hospitals hire interpreters for patients. The most common phrase translated is, "A doctor will see you in 6 hours." Followed by, "We hope you enjoy your post-surgery stay here in the hallway." And the ever-popular, "Sir, that's not a bedpan, that's a coffee mug." December, streaming wars heat up, with Disney Plus and Apple TV Plus entering the already crowded market, including Amazon Prime, Netflix, and Hulu. So I know you're not watching us, but I know who I'll be watching. Baby Yoda. He's so cute.
Chelsea and Megan have been assigned the Viking landings in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, whenever you're ready, ladies.
Okay, so back in the day, everybody was all like, John Cabot was the first dude to like hit up Newfoundland.
But then someone else was like, my bad. Before him, there were like Vikings.
Actual like Vikings, like big, burly, bearded, like vintage hipster, like Vikings. So it's like super long ago, like you're like 1,000.
And this main Viking dude named Leif Erikson shows up with his boats and his bestie Deshaun.
I'm sorry, Deshaun?
Yeah, Deshaun. And they're pagan, right? So Leif's like, we love Thor. But it's Newfoundland, right? So like the Vikings meet up with these like super friendly locals.
And they're wearing their rain slickers and waving and are like, hey, bye, come on over later, we're having a kitchen party.
It's like so cute.
So the Vikings show up and the Newfoundlanders are like, let's drink.
And then the Vikings are like, we know how to drink. I'm pretty sure that we drink flagons of mead for breakfast like every day. And then the Newfoundlanders, okay, they're like, how about some screech?
And the Vikings are all like, whoa, that's nasty.
Yeah. All of a sudden, all the Newfoundlanders like whip out these like huge codfishes and everybody's like chanting like, kiss the cod, kiss the cod. And then Deshaun is like, this is cray-cray. Are these cats for real?
And Leif's like, oh, look at the time. We should go.
Yeah, we have a lot of pillaging to do tomorrow. We are busy cats.
Keep in touch. Facebook me.
Peace.
So they got back on their boats, peaced out, and never came back.
The end. Oh my God, we totally rocked that.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Well, I quit.
Hello, my name is Marie Kondo, world-renowned cleaning expert, professional home organizer, and champion sumo wrestler. My mission is to spark joy in the world through cleaning. Today, instead of a house, I tackle one of the biggest messes in the world, social media. Instagram is a great place to share photos, but it also sets up a false illusion of reality. In this picture, I look so perfect. I bet you're filled with envy. Bad, dirty, dust bunny of the soul envy. But Instagram is not reality. This is an unfiltered photo of me first thing in the morning. Finally, I need to tidy up social media's worst offender, filthy Facebook. I'm here at Facebook's headquarters with Mark Zuckerberg to do some tidying.
Oh, good.
Oh, no. I'm here to clean up Facebook. Your platform is cluttered with cyberbullying, fake news, and personal data theft.
Thank you.
Before cleaning, I would like to introduce myself to Facebook through silent meditation. I said silent!
Sorry, just approved another political ad from a shady foreign government.
Bernie Sanders eats babies to strengthen his socialist agenda. This fake ad does not spark joy.
Yes, it sparks joy through money.
Online privacy is a big, dirty concern. Mr. Mark, you wouldn't come into my house uninvited and secretly steal my personal data, would you?
Oh, absolutely not. No. I have algorithms to do that for me. This was taken from your bedroom webcam this morning.
Stop invading my privacy!
Too late, already sold it to 5,000 advertising partners.
Social media is in need of a major purge. Sometimes it's just best to fold up your unwanted items, thank the item, and let it go!
I am enraged.
Why, you little... I'll admit, sparking joy in social media is more difficult than it looks. Next time, I'll be cleaning up the gender pay gap.
Come right back. We're not done yet. Hey, how about this? The F-Bomb Gallery. Brought to you by Colonel Stacy's Chicken Cannon, Canada's original weapon of messy destruction.
We've had a lot of splat-worthy targets over the years.
F-Bomb away. To keep our studio audience safe, we've covered them in a giant condom. In honor of 2019, our final F-bomb target ever.
What?
Our final F-bomb target of the year is multiple. The bad boy band of the world. Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Recep Erdogan, Xi Jinping, Bashar al-Assad, and Donald Trump.
Dr. von Rickengord was thoughtful enough to load up the F-bomb for us one last time.
But before we drop the F-bomb, this is the moment we've known would one day come. We just didn't think it would take 46 years to get here.
If we had a life sentence, we'd be out by now.
Thank you again, CBC, our wonderful broadcast partner through thick and thin for all this time.
Thank you to Roger, John, and Dave, our dear former colleagues. Thank you to Perry Rosemond, the director who led us through our early years on TV.
Thank you to Rick Olson and Gord Holsom, two of the best comedy writers ever to work in Canada.
Thank you, all our guest stars, producers, directors, and our great crew who made our journey not only possible but fun.
And thanks most of all to you, our listeners and viewers who we have loved to entertain. You've been the most important people of all. We've done it all for you.
Here we go, the final F-bomb ever.
When ready, 3, 2, 1.
May the Farce be with you!
I think we screwed up.
Yeah, well, who cares? It's our last show anyway.
You got that right.
You betcha.
Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
This has been a Canadian moment. Tell me about it.
I'm Rick Mercer. I'm hosting New Year's Eve on CBC. Live from a kitchen party in St. John's, we'll be popping across the country in all weather. Walk Off the Earth, Alan Doyle, Bryan Adams, and more. The party starts at 11.